Hello and welcome to the Broom Closet. My name is Hen. Hello, Laura. Welcome. So, what am I doing today? Apart from making a mess, I am making some covers out of wallpaper and cardboard boxes, food boxes. So, the sort of things you buy your cornflakes in, for example. I've got a few different boxes. I've got some fake cornettos, ice creams, and I've got a pizza box. Pizza subs. I like pizza subs as a light snack. So that's what we're going to do today. You can craft along with me if you want. I had planned on using glue sticks. Yes, I think so, Laura. Did I not comment on it? Sorry, my throat is clearing. I think I commented on it. I'm not sure. So this is a glue stick I used last time, and although the lid was on, the sun has completely dried it out, so that's no good. It's not stickable anymore. Laura can't craft; she cooks now. Well, you can listen while you're cooking if you want. And this one's just run out, so I'm not using glue sticks, annoyingly, because I couldn't find any more. So I am using double-sided tape, but you can use any glue. Hello, TJ. How you doing? So this is what we're doing today. So I have, like I said, I have the cardboard boxes, and I have some wallpaper samples. They're probably a little bit too shiny for the camera, but I'm sorry about that. Now, I mean, I was lucky. I got these wallpaper samples in that fabric sample book that I bought. But you got hiccups. Oh no, that's not good. Do a handstand and drink water. That I'm just making up. I don't know if that works. I know scaring people doesn't work. So, so I said I got them from wallpaper samples, but you can go to any shop that says wallpaper and get your own samples. And they don't cost you anything. Take it from someone that worked in a DIY store in the decorating department and had to tidy up the wallpaper. Would rather you take a long strip than take a little corner. TJ's laughing at herself at the thought of herself doing handstands. Yeah, I thought that'd amuse you. Like I said, I worked for many years, and one of my jobs was tidying up the wallpaper, and I'd spend hours trying to give them a neat edge from people that had torn off corners. Don't do it. Take yourself a strip. I mean, whenever I gave away strips, or not gave away strips, but helped someone cut off a strip, I'd give them at least a foot, if not more, because you can't see the pattern anyway if you don't take a chunk. If you're holding a sample of wallpaper up, you need a good size to see what the pattern's going to look like. Hello, Batsy. I'm so sorry, my throat really needs clearing. So let's get down to it. Right, if you've got a box something like this, you don't have to do much to it. Open up the ends. I'm just going to cut off the flaps. Like, I mean, I could use a knife. I'm not going to. I'm just not in the mood. I wanted to make a video, not a live stream, but I just couldn't make myself. So I forced myself to do a live stream instead. Is that straight? No, I can see it's not, but it will do. I'm going to cut off the flaps on the other side. I think everyone's just saying hello to each other. So something like this is really easy. So I'm just cutting off the flaps to start off with. So now all boxes will have a side where they're joined together, and I believe it is, oh, it's this side. I can feel it inside rather than outside. So I'm just going to take that apart like so. Yes, pizza subs. They're like little baguettes, Laura. And then I will cut off this bit, cutting along that line. Oh, not very straight. And I'm not sure how much is in camera view. See, this is where I should use. Do you know what I'm going to use? I'm just going to cut off the bulk and use my blade, because that's not coming out very well at all. And if you use a box like this, basically once you cut off the top, the bottom, and that one side, you have your book cover shape. Yeah, like a French bread pizza, but not quite as nice and a lot smaller. So here we go. So that is how you prepare a box like that. That is your book ready to go, and we just need to cover it. With something like this, we're sort of going to do similar. But in this case, I'm going to do a little bit more work to it. So I'm opening up this side, the one that has got the overlap, because for some reason I can't open up the bottom until I do that. Just the way this box is made, because it looks it cuts in there. Because this is one that's designed to open at the side. Well, actually, I think it's designed to have a open flap. Yeah, it is. I haven't pulled open flap. I'm very bad at pulling open flaps, but that's because I want to save the boxes. Right. So in this case, I'm leaving that sealed for now. In fact, both sides open. Okay, cool. I'm going to cut around. We're neating it up at the end. I'm just going to cut off the top and bottom for now. Like so. Like I said, we're neating it up as we go. Why are you not cutting? Because the scissors can't go far enough along. Haha, that's why. Do you know what? I'm going to open up this bottom bit as well, because I'm going to be cutting them anyway. It'll make my life a lot easier. Aha. Right. So this is even easier. Look. Haha. Right. So I now need to cut along there, cut off there, and cut off the bottom. Cones are good, yes. It does still sound yummy. These are fake cornettos. You can. I'm not giving you any clues of where I shop. It's all within the, the packaging. If you know the shops, you know where it comes from. So I'm just going to cut down there. I'm not doing this one neatly because I'm probably not going to use this one today. I'm just showing you how you can do it. Just checking I was still on camera. Something went weird then. Okay, so just checking. Yeah. Okay, cool. I know what bits I need to cut off now. I'm just going to cut that bit off there. Like I said, I'm not worrying about doing this one too neat. And then that bit there. Okay. And because this, if you did this as a book like that, it'll be quite thick. So what I would do is I would cut these down roughly in half and then double them up over each other. So, like I said, roughly in half, like so. No measurements going on here. Like so. Don't do it my way, use straight lines. I'm just showing you as an example how I would do it. So I then glue them together. One, it gives you a much stronger spine, and it makes you a much nicer size book. This one I couldn't use anyway because where I tore it open originally, I took a chunk out of it, so I wouldn't use this anyway. But this cardboard will not go to waste. It will be used in other projects. I just wanted to show you how I would do something like that. What is Laura doing? Cones are good. CAFO. Cut around and find out, yes. And if you're doing something with a cereal box like so, this is where you might want to measure. So you would want to find out, this isn't the right ruler, you'd want to find out how long this is. And you're only going to use this panel. So you'd cut off the edges. Let me just show you. Again, I'm not doing this particularly neatly because I don't plan on making anything with this one today, I don't think. Maybe we will. We'll see. I'm just going to colour on there really badly. So this is why I'm probably not going to use this one today. But I can neaten it up. Because I'm just going to cut out the front panel or the back panel, depends on. Again, this one I didn't neatly open, so I probably wouldn't use that. But this cardboard can be used elsewhere. And might be I might end up using it on Monday's project. So hopefully I'll have a video for you Monday. I do have to apologise for the lack of videos. I've not been particularly in a good place, if that makes sense. And it's really hard to find myself motivated. So obviously this really isn't long enough, but I'm going to just go. Oh, did I get a pen or pencil? No, I didn't. Luckily there's not one far away, or one not too far away. So if I mark that at 6 inches, just so I can measure it. So even, I could use my thing, but I'm going to use the ruler. 6, so it's 4.4 inches. So it's 10.4 inches. So half of 10.4 inches would be 5.2 inches, which would be here. And then what you would want to do is give yourself, say, half an inch either side, roughly. I'll put the 4 there so I can see properly. About half an inch either side. And that would be where you would have your spine. And then you would measure the same at the top. You'd draw a line down there, you'd score it, and then you would do your folds. And you would then have a booklet with a spine. Obviously I haven't done it here. But you'd want a fold. So I'm gonna cheat. What I'm gonna do is I'm gonna fold that, leaving a roughly half an inch So you don't even need to measure. Using the back of my ruler to score it. I want to give it the same measurement on the other side. So you're leaving roughly ½ inch. Put it down. Score it. Obviously do straight lines, not like me. And then, oh, well, I didn't obviously give myself ½ inch. I gave myself about ½ inch in total. But there you go. See, that'll be a thin spined book cover, which actually works. On this sort of size, it would work quite well. You've still got to get quite a few pages in there. So let's go to the one that I've sort of cut straight. Okay. Is everyone gone quiet? Have I lost all my viewers? It did work out perfectly. You don't need to measure. You make it up as you go along. So I'm going to get some wallpaper. Like I said, these are the samples from my sample book. So they weren't exactly free for me, but I got such a bargain with that wallpaper sample book. You can get them free. Like I said, if you go to a DIY centre or anywhere that sells wallpaper. And what we need to do is we need to cut the wallpaper and leave a border around what we're cutting, if that makes sense. So about ½ inch, 2 centimetres, something like that. Doesn't have to be too much. You're still here, cool, Lexi, and TJ's still here too. And apparently I cracked Laura up. Awesome. I don't know about cracking people up, but I'm cracking up myself, and not in a good way. So yeah, you want to leave roughly, you know, ½ centimetre or so. Doesn't have to be precise. I am gonna use my ruler to cut it this time because I do want a straight edge-ish. A straight edge-ish. There's my knife. Nope. Make sure my fingers are out of the way. Could you use scrap paper and paper? Yes. Yes, so you could. And the reason I'm not using it is because not everyone has it and it costs money. And the whole idea for this would be to make something with nothing. Make something with nothing. Without paying any money. I mean, you'll need equipment like a knife or scissors and glue or some sort of sticky surface, sticky substance. When I say sticky substance, I mean adhesive, not any other sticky substance. Get your minds out of the gutter, people. It's very expensive for just a cover, though. Yes, the scrapbook paper is. You're correct. Although some of them, I mean, if you live in the UK, the works do really cheap scrapbook paper. Really nice as well. If I give you an example of the stuff I bought from there. So this is a page out of one of the scrapbooking papers that I bought from there. And it's really nice, and it's quite thick. So that's an example of scrapbooking paper that's quite thick. The other place that sells cheap scrapbooking paper is Home Bargains. I will say that the works have doubled their price, I think. But look out, they quite often do them on sale. I said Home Bargains do stuff as well. And that is single-sided, which would be great for a cover. So it's not got a pattern, it's just one-sided. And that's pretty cheap. I think that's like £3 for 20 odd pages, I think. I can't remember. But I think this set, I think cost me like £4.99 and it's got a lot more paper in it. I'm just going to turn my mat around because it's easier for me to turn my mat around than turn myself around. So I'm cutting along here. Like I said, it doesn't have to be an exact thickness on the side. Just, oh, I didn't want to move that because I'm using that as a straight edge, or not so much a straight edge as a guide of where I'm cutting. Okay, there we go. Some B&Ms have it too. And the range, yeah, the range is good as well. So I would avoid places like Hobbycraft because they're too expensive. But maybe that's just me being a cheapskate. But there are places you can get it pretty cheap. But wallpaper is free, or can be free. A lot of people, if you've ever wallpapered in your house, you've probably got a roll sitting in a cupboard under the stairs somewhere that you could use. I know it's a bit well, is it unfashionable? There was a time where everyone was what do you call it? Nope, it's not. Oh, okay. It wasn't me being a cheapskate. The Hobbycraft is effing expensive. Okay, gotcha, TJ. You have some super cute, spooky scrapbook paper with bats on that I'd love to try with this project. Do it. Absolutely do it. I mean, this is a bit thinner than scrapbook paper, but scrapbook paper will definitely work. And actually, it give you a tougher cover. It'll make a stronger cover. You could just use scrapbook paper without even using the cardboard. It will just give you a soft cover. And if you ever look, for example, if I was to use this, I could fold the edge up like that and have a flap, like a pocket, and then you just make the same way I've made the spine with the cardboard box. It would mean you'd have quite a soft cover, but it could look quite good. And that only works if you've got a pattern that can go upside down as well as the right way up. I could get away with it on this one because I think, yeah, maybe not because that's actually the bottom, and certain things would look weird upside down, but you could. So what we're going to do now is I'm going to glue this into place, or tape this into place, because like I said, my glue sticks seem to have all dried up in the heat, which is awesome. I might have to start keeping them in the fridge. I don't know if that would work. Certainly somewhere that keeps cool. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to tape all the way around the edges. I'll put some tape across the middle as well. But yes, I agree that hobbycraft is expensive. And even, funnily enough, so you look on some of these websites, you know, where it's cheap for everything, like Temu or Amazon and stuff like that, and even they don't really do cheap paper. Not the 12 by 12s. It sounds like a deal, and then you realise you're only getting 10 pages. Oops. No. Ideally, you want to go as close to the edge as possible. I'm not doing that very well. Okay. I'm just going to... Oh. So. Concentrating. If you've got decent paper glue, crafting glue, it'll probably work better than this does. But I'm just going to put a couple of strips across, otherwise I'm going to run out of tape. I think you can rehydrate 3/6 by sticking in water overnight. Oh, can you? I'll give it a go. I'll give it a go later. Got to figure out how to stop it happening, because they had the lids on, they were sealed. One of them is run out, and I know I've got more upstairs somewhere. But like I said, I'm in the process of. I don't like double-sided tape. It has its uses, but I'm not. No, I'm not. It's what I have to hand at the moment, though, TJ. Unfortunately, my biggest issue is trying to peel off the backing tape. You see these people that use it, and they're like, they just get it every time without spending 10 minutes trying to get it to lift. I think part of the trick is to actually make sure you push it down properly. I'm going to do that now with my ruler, like so, like so. Just make sure it's firmly down. But yeah, half the time I spend trying to peel it back and not succeeding. Oh yeah, I know you understand that you're just conversing. I'm fine. But yeah, it's double-sided tape, like you said, it has its uses. It's just what I had to hand. So let's see if I can get it to lift without peeling. See, this is my problem. It starts. Yeah, there we go. Got it. The other thing is, the other thing with double-sided tape is once you stuck it down, it's stuck down. You can't lift it back up. So you do have to be accurate with it. I have seen some people, they actually put glue over the top of the double-sided sticky tape, so it gives a bit of time for movement, which I don't understand. Would that not ruin the sticky of the double-sided? I don't know. See, I'm having trouble with this one. There we go, got it. You're trying to help with the algorithm. Awesome. So I'm just taking all the back off. I made a mistake there in the fact that I stuck over the top of that one. I've tried that. I don't find it any easier. I understand what you're saying. You get the blade underneath. And I see them do it and with poker tools. Oh, look. I say don't find it any easier. It does it straight away. See, that end just doesn't want to do it. Try this end. I have tried it before and it's not worked, but it seems to be working today. So, prove me wrong. Prove me wrong. It's like kids, isn't it? I have a habit of trying to prove you wrong. I'm going to get told off for doing that with my blade in my hand. There you go. Got it all done. Right, so taking the wallpaper, we're sticking it to the back of it. Oh, the table moved. Didn't want the table to move. Like so, roughly in the middle. Doesn't have to be precise. As long as you've left yourself a border all the way around. That's all that matters. And that could have done with being a little bit wide at the bottom. You're messing with the chicken. What are you making? What are you making, Laura? Right. So I've done that. And now we're going to cut our corners. This isn't very straight, but it's fine. It'll be fine. It will be fine. There's my blade gone. There it is. Right, I'm seeing what you can see. Okay. Oh, you can see it all. Cool. It's all in view. Even more so now. Awesome. Pieces of lemon chicken. Cool. Do you have other herbs and stuff in there, or is it just lemon? Right. So what we're doing now is mitering the corners. I'm teaching people that already know. I'm sure I am. I know I'm teaching. TJ already knows. So mitering the corners. You're cutting off the corner, but you're not going straight across. You're going slightly angled and then angled back out like that. So you're going slightly down like that and then angle back out, and you don't quite go to the tip. That makes sense? So I'm coming in like so, just not quite to the tip, and then I'm going back out like that. So you're cutting out a shape like that rather than straight across. And we do that on all four corners. I didn't do that very well. That went to the wrong. That didn't go quite to the corner, but it's fine. We'll figure it out and do the same over here. Like so. Like I said, you're not coming right up to the edge, you're just staying slightly away from that corner. And that's a mistake I made over there, went too close. Like so. Yes, very careful. Okay. So what we'll then do is we're going to fold along, and I'm going to just do this to get that fold in all the way along. So I'm using the cardboard itself to make the fold. Same along there. Like so. the last one, I think that's the last one. Yeah. So we've got all of our folds done now. And if you've mitered the corners right, unlike me, look, told you I went too close there. Then you should have a nice finish on the corners. How bad is it? It's not actually that bad. Oh, I don't know what I did there. That's not mitered at all. Cut that bit off. Is that the one I went too close on? Yeah, so that's what I went too close on. So how we could fix that is by taking a piece that we've just cut off and putting it into the corner like so. And then when we fold it down, it will hide the fact that we've messed up that corner. It won't be so obvious anyway. So makes it less obvious. Right, so what we're going to do is we're going to get the sticky again. I'm going to tape it along the edge of the paper. Right, so how has everyone been? What have we been up to? I mean, TJ, you got a quiz, haven't you, on tomorrow? So you want to take it to the edges of the paper. Oh, I didn't go far enough along there, look. I need to put a bit in that corner. Don't worry if it's not all the way to the edge, because you will be covering this up slightly anyway. I could just put the tape on before doing miting. And then it would have been all the way to the mitre. But it's fine. So I can see the mitre through the tape. Like I said, if you've got glue, you can use glue for this. You don't need to use the tape. I've tried doing a video 3 times this week. I sound like I have lost my marble. I know I've lost my marbles. Like I said, I've not been in a good headspace. Hence why we're lacking on videos. I keep feeling like I'm taking 2 steps forward and 20 steps back at the moment. And I just, I'm feeling a bit isolated as well, which sounds bizarre because I've got people around me, but I just don't feel like being around people. That makes sense. Is that weird? You know, it's not that I can't be around people. I've got the options, and I went out last night and did the stone circle stuff, but I've been out taking pictures. Got a bullfinch yesterday. Awesome. But yeah, I don't know. I'm feeling a bit lost at the moment. Very lost at the moment. I feel like I don't belong anywhere as well. I'm trying to get back to living, and I think that's not helping me. Okay. And I get irritated with people too easily. I mean, I had fun yesterday. I did have fun yesterday. Um, or last night. But I don't know. Struggling to find passion in anything. I lose track of what I'm talking about, Laura. Oh yes. So do I. All the time. And I think it's called senile dementia, TJ. We're getting old. Losing our memories. I know menopause can affect your cognitive faults. That's why you go into the kitchen to look for something, can get there and can't remember what you went in there for. I can't stand people at the moment too, Hen. This happens when I'm too tired or when I really hate them. I just find it, I don't know, draining sometimes. And also I seem to have lost any patience that I once had. And I just can't be bothered. So do those. Oh, okay. So does fibro. Yeah, lots of things can cause mental blocks. Yeah, well, I do seem to get them a lot. I think we all do. We especially have times of it. Now, obviously, that's quite stiff at the moment, so we need to fold that back up on itself and crease that through. Menopause makes you do that. Sounds scary, yeah. Do you not do that, Batsy? How young are you? Baby brain makes you do that as well. Having children makes you do that. Fibromyalgia, ME. What's CFS? I don't know what CFS is. Chronic fatigue syndrome. I remember now. Okay, so I wanted to crease that to make sure it's a thing. So, I mean, we've got the outside cover now. So you could use more wallpaper to cover the inside. This office piece isn't going to be big enough, obviously, but I can get a different sheet. You could use cardstock to cover the inside. No, don't like that together anyway. You could use book pages. It looks beautiful, thank you. It does look pretty cool. You could use book pages. You could use some of the really bad printy artwork that I did the other day. I am going to use more wallpaper. I'm going to use the cream one. Now, with this, you want to make it slightly smaller than your actual cover. So if your cover is, and what is my cover? There we go. Go for a big square so I can see them. My cover is roughly 12.5 inches by 8.5 inches. And so if I did it 12 by 12 by 8, that's giving you like a 1/4 of inch all the way round. No, I'm not going to fibromyalgia the cover, no. You see, well, I've used this for gluing before. Glue smears all over it. So if I cut this 8 by, what was it? 8 by 12. So that 8 that way. I don't think it would have gone. Actually, I'll probably do the 12 first. Because actually this ruler is 8 inches anyway. So take it to the top of that ruler, it'll be 8. So I've lined, hope I've lined that up, but let's straight against that edge. Yeah, pretty much. Straighten out, there we go. We'll do 8 by 12, it should give me the right, don't move, ruler. Hold your ruler firmly when you're cutting along it, don't let it slide out of the way. Right, I'm trying to figure out how to do this because I get told off for cutting towards me. Very nice, TJ. Oh, where have I gone? Oh. I'll line that up again at the bottom. And give you a straight edge. I'm going to line the ruler up with that line there. Like so. It's okay, I won't watch. Oh, see? See when I don't do it again. That went totally off the ruler. See? And Laura is telling workers to lick the like, hit the like even. Oh, yeah, we have got 6 people watching and only 3 people chatting. So, welcome to those that are not chatting. So, in theory, when I stick that down now, there'll be a nice, neat edge all the way around, like so. See? So we're going again around the edge of the paper. This time I really do want to get it as close to the edge as possible. You might see my hair in the lines. Like so. Can't craft along with me, and that's true. They cannot craft along with me and type. I'm not an expert, obviously. I am learning as I'm going, the same as you are. So we're experimenting together. Although I have done something like this before. The other option you can do is you can get another piece of card cut slightly smaller, cover it like I've done here, and then glue that all together. But that will give you a stiffer cover. But to be fair, this is coming out pretty stiff anyway. Surprisingly so, considering it's just a food packaging box, and wallpaper. We do like a stiff cover. We do like a stiff cover. My fabric cover, which is just fabric, is a bit floppy. I still haven't finished making that. I said I don't know. Just been having a lack of motivation lately. And every time I do something, I'm just tired afterwards. I mean, I literally did 2 things on the computer today, and I'm like, I want to have a nap. But I'd already set up this live stream, and I'm like, I regret that now. I'm going to flip that around and cut off that bit, the bit of tape that's over the edge there, because I don't really want anything over the edge. So let's get rid of that. There we go. I am going to put some more across the middle, because I do want this to stick well. So I'm going to do another 3 strips across the middle. If you have glue, just cover the whole thing with glue. What are you guitar humping about? Oh, you'll go then. What do you want about? Oh, because I didn't do it. We do like a stiff cover. Is that why you're moaning? Because I didn't split it up for you? Because you were being naughty? Are my chats showing? Says the chat was disconnected. Oh, you were getting... Well, no, I'm not regretting it. I regretted setting it up. Because I actually, after I set it up, I went, I need a nap now. No, I can see you coming through, but you might have had a bit of a signal issue, and that's why your chat was disconnected. My internet lags and flops out. Flops out, not flops out. That sounds wrong. Talk about hard things and flopping out. It's not a good idea, is it? But yeah, your chat is coming through now. But you hadn't said anything for a while. Yeah, if my internet sort of like goes down completely, or just goes down like for a few seconds, I won't be able to chat either. So I've seen that happen, and I don't know why it does it. It costs me enough money for it not to do it. Hang on. You are still here, Babsy, you are. But if you don't see me around the internet as much, I'm going to try and do videos for here, but I don't know if I'll be around many live chats. I just not feeling like it at the moment. I need to be more productive at home, but I also just need to be on my own at the moment. And I don't know why, but I do. And talking to people is exhausting. like I said, I did a couple of things online earlier on, and that was enough for me for one day. That's all my spoons, as they say, taken up. So I think I've got that roughly centre. Close enough. Now, if you have a bone folder, use your bone folder. If you haven't got a bone folder, do what I'm doing. You get your ruler. Oh, hang on, let me just put that down properly first. I could do this. I'm gonna use the back of this because this is a bit softer than the metal ruler and won't damage the paper as much. I'm just pushing down the tape thoroughly. And I'm going to take my ruler into the crease like so and fold it along there, and do the same the other side and fold it along there. I'm going to take the curved end of this ruler because no, I don't want to do that. I'm going to take the tip of my scissors because they're not as sharp as that ruler is, and I'm just going to push in to that crease like so. I do have bone folders, I just haven't got them here at this moment in time. So the tip of my scissors, with them not open, into that crease like so. Fold it down, fold it down. And there we have a lovely, pretty, sparkling, I really like it actually, book cover, and it's quite firm. I mean, it's not solid, but it's quite firm. We can leave it like that, or we can decorate it. There you go. It is, isn't it? It's really quite beautiful. I like it. And obviously I've got loads of wallpaper left over. But yeah, get yourself down to a local DIY centre that sells wallpaper where you can get yourself some samples. Go rummaging through your freezer. No frozen boxes, you know, the ones that got ice on them. No, they're no good. Go emptying out the cereal boxes and make yourself a nice cover. And then what we can do with this is we can make some pages to go inside. We can sew them in, and then you have a beautiful book. But you can decorate. You can put like a book plate on there. If you don't want it just like this, and that's probably what I'll do. Some nice butterflies would go nice on there. Put a green peen on? No. No, Laura B, no. No. Not putting a peen on my book. This is not the Princess and the Beanstalk, madam. That's a different channel. That's not green. Just saying. Anyway, on that lovely note, how long have I been going for? I don't know. Long enough? Yeah, just over now. I am going to say good night. Take care, everyone, and hopefully I'll see you soon. Bye-bye for now.